Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they interplay here.
They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they come in off the extended break from the bye. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
On the return, Clement. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And here's a give to Gibson. Dancing away at the 35. And some space here. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 34. 44 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
From the gun,
Hood. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense.
They're led out by a former #2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play there for the Dolphins. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson dancing to his left. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, Clement. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
Here we go.
Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Gibson, and he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Hood. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Hood. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. To throw on 2nd down, Hood. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. On 1st and 10, Hood completes it to Dixon. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Throwing on 1st down. Hood into the secondary past the 40. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the jets, and took it all the way.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to let it go again. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, We had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. On second down, a run with Gibson. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Hood. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Looking to throw on second down. Hood. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to...
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I
would do?
don't even know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Washington ready to try again on offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To throw on second down. Hood, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play there for Washington. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
54 Mike. Check.
On first down, Hood. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. From the gun, Hood. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case,
oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. That's caught by Ware. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to go up top again. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd TD in the game and 18th of the year. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. On 1st and 10, Hood. And he's got his man on the out route. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Play action. Now Wilson. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive, 4 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First possession of the second half now for Washington. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Smith catches left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Looking to throw. Hood. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here we go on the next drive for Washington. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down. Hood. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear.
That is
by the time
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense back out there. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes this out and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They try again with Lewis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Throwing on first down. Hood. It's caught. Smith. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw. Hood. That is incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They go play action with Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play there for Miami. Prime example there of how his height can be an advantage. It makes it tough on some of these smaller defensive backs.
When they try and go through that type of a receiver to get the football, oftentimes that big body, that frame will block them away. And whether the receiver has to elevate or extend, now he has a clear path to the football with the defender usually on his back. And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
A beautiful fake. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed.
Touchdown, Dolphins. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, Clement. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On second down now, it's Lewis. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Hood. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
But I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, Clement. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Hood. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Hood. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. .49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, Clement. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. On 1st down, Hood. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second and 1 at the 43-yard line.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Hood. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hood. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Hood going up top. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Miami set to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. Wilson wants to throw it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now it's Wilson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do...
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey, check back 6. Let's go. Mike 6. Recon, 132 fight. Box shot.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
On the return, Clement. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they hand. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. On the return, Clement. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own side.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big offensive experience.